Welcome, welcome. I think I'm live. You guys, we are bringing it from my car. Fuck. What? Can you hear me? Yes. I can't see anybody. Uh-oh. Greetings, beautiful people. This is Vonda. And so you have to forgive me. I am having a little technical difficulty, but bear with me. I'm on the road. I am Vonda, your host and CEO of the Jameson Legacy Group, and I am actually on tour. I'm in the South visiting clients up close and personal, and heading to Pennsylvania. So thank you so much, and bear with me as I am bringing it to you live from my car. I do have a special guest tonight, but I wanted to share, I have been guided to share something that is deep on my heart. And for those of you that have just tuned in, welcome media, um, the biggest, the bestest radio platform we've got going. And I am your host, Vonda. Welcome to Mo Money Mondays. Okay, now that we're all caught up, I am really hot about something tonight. I mean, just hot. So the conversation was going to be about the blockchain and Bitcoin because it is tanking right now. But do not worry, it will be back. It is a long term crypto. But I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Okay, so why am I disturbed? Um, I host a room in Clubhouse on Mondays, and I had a lovely young lady in the room. We talk about finance, and she expressed her dismay and said to me that she did not think that life insurance was worth the time or the money, and that she was completely opposed. And so I asked a little bit about herself, and she was a millennial. And I love millennials, right? She was, I think, 31, 29, somewhere 20 and 30, 31. Three children. And she was budding in her career, culinary creative artist, which means I think she was beginning a um, company. So in the culinary arts, and I was so concerned. I asked about retirement, and there were no plans. And so I felt like it is my obligation right now to have that conversation with you folks, life insurance. So after further conversation, I was able to understand that her perception of life insurance was that you pay all of this money into a plan and then you die and it goes to someone else. And like many mortals, she did not understand the purpose. Why should I pay all of this money into a plan that will not serve me until then, you have to hope that they will maybe lend you some of your money along the way. And sometimes you're rejected. And she's absolutely right about that. So, on one hand, I was impressed that she had an understanding of what I call the old plans. Okay. The game has changed, but she was absolutely correct. That is indeed a form of millennials for thinking that it's not worthy. I mean, it's really not worth it, especially when so many of our young people are faced with, having to figure out what is life going to look like down the line. You know, 'cause, I'm always talking about the idea that we may not have Social Security when many of our millennials get pensions are being debunked, pretty much, right? They are ridding of pension. Many corporations are replacing them or have replaced them already with retirement plans such as 401ks or 403bs or 457s, depending on your industry. But those are heavily taxed and there are fees so that at retirement you put in, you're if you're getting 60 or 70% of what you've put in. So I understood this young lady and I realized that this may be a feeling that many millennials have. So if you will indulge me, I would just like to explain a little bit about what's going on with new versions of life insurance. And when I say new, I mean, not new like it just happened a few years ago. There are new plans out there that really can serve our young people and help them grow wealth and create generational wealth for their children, really truly create legacy. And so I just wanted to spin on that for a minute because I was so upset that, most folks, and I listened to her and it just, my blood pressure got high and I was like, oh no. First of all, pretend. What does that mean? That means that if something happens to you, having a plan in place can take care of your children and your family, especially if you are the head of household. So that makes sense, right? Income protection. Okay, that's great. What else can it do? Well, not much else. Sometimes it can offer you cash, right? There might be cash value. That's number two. But most often it's very little. So here's what I'm really talking about. Community. When I say that, I mean the Black and brown community. We often are encouraged with plans like term and whole life. And that is never an option for me unless you don't qualify for other plans. Now, a term plan, you've heard of term life insurance? Well, that is the same as death insurance. And I realized that that's what this young, she didn't know about any other type of insurance. And that is very common among our millennials. So, yes, it's life insurance that you pay into and then you die and somebody else is going to get all your money. Not really the way to go. So, I was able to explain to her the differences in life insurance. So, term, it is only good for a period of time, for a term, right? Period of time. 10, that's usually as long as it goes. They are doing some wonderful things now with term because understand that sometimes that is the only option for people. If you have special needs or health issues, that might be the best plan for you. At least there's something out there. And then there's something called whole life. Well, whole life is a little expensive. Another piece is that that's a very long time, especially if you expect to live to be 90 or 95 or 100 up until the final day. And we've seen lots of our elders, what happens in those last few years of life. Those last few years of life, sometimes we don't respond, or we're in a nursing facility or a long-term care facility. It's a lot to keep up in your final years, or your payments. And so that's not always a great idea. And, whole life yields some cash value. You can save money in a whole life plan, but it's not a lot of money. There are better options. And so the conversation began to get really great because I could hear her smiling and her interest, and she was encouraged. She said, "Well, Vonda, I've never heard of this. What are you talking about?" And so I began to share with her, guys, there are other plans that really can fortify your life and help you create cash value. They are universal life plans, some are indexed, and it's amazing. Unfortunately, we don't often hear about these types of plans. So, with this millennial, an option that could not only offer her a tax free retirement, not only offer her incredible cash value at anywhere from 5 to 6, sometimes 7% interest, but also for a living benefits rider, which means that if anything happened to her, she actually could take cash out of her own pocket, or diagnosed with terminal illness. Like, there are some fantastic plans out there, these days. So, folks, I want you to be encouraged. I know old school type of vehicle, it existed back in our grandparents' days and our parents' days, but there are some new options. So please be encouraged. Continue to, I want you to be a seeking into some of this, okay? So, once again, term, just for a short period of time, usually 10 years, 20 years, or years. Usually you will not put all of well, let's just say this, okay. Your money that you deposit into this fund, they do have plans where sometimes some of that cash can assist you later, but those are kind of expensive, have a limitation of time. Okay, so that's why it's a term, a period of time. And then there are whole life policies where you can pay for your whole life. They're a little more expensive, and they do not yield the best version of cash value, but there is cash value. And then you have something which I love called an indexed universal life insurance plan. And if you are a millennial, that is an indexed universal life insurance plan that will afford you incredible cash accumulation. You can set it up so that you only have to pay into it, fund your policy for, I usually recommend 25 to 30 years, and then you're done. Rate of return, you should be asking these questions. When you sit down to speak with someone, you want to know what is your rate of return this plan. Those are important questions for the longevity of our financial lives, right? Because I would like it to end. You don't want to pay anything for your whole life. So please, let's consider that. Um, anyway, I think that this young lady, when we left, she was happier. I was happier. And so I hope to do that for all of you as well. It is an old school vehicle, but it's a necessary vehicle, especially when you have other loved ones that are relying on you and that you're taking care of. So, for those family people, it's so important to leave something behind. You know, when we transition, our families really take a hit. I mean, not only do we have to plan, they are projecting that funeral costs will be the average funeral right now is running anywhere from nine to $12,000. That means that we're going to be looking at funeral costs of over $20,000. And I know it's a difficult conversation. Most people don't want to have the conversation. But guys, there's one thing that we know. One statistic that I'm going to share is that 10 out of 10 people will transition. How you decide to do that and what state to leave your family in, now roll over. Okay? So I hope you're encouraged. Life insurance, an important vehicle for generational wealth, for building cash value, for creating emergency funds. Anyway, this is Vonda. Thank you so much, guys. We are here at Mo Money Mondays. You've been listening to All About Us Radio. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Throw and Tuck. It's handmade by myself, and you only can get it here, and it's patent, and it's only here at Rococo Design. It's like a regular pillow, or you can take the blanket out like so, fluff up the pillow, open up your blanket, wrap it around yourself, and then you can lay on your sofa and relax with your pillow throw and tuck. When you're done with it, just flip it over. When you don't want the blanket anymore, you just fold it over twice. Fold it over twice again. Fold it over. And tuck it in the back. And there you go. You're back to the pillow throw and tuck. Rococo Design.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm Vonda, your host. You are tuned in to Mo Money Mondays here on All About. Bringing it live tonight, guys, from my car. I'm on the road visiting clients from Georgia to Pennsylvania. And I did make it to my hotel, but guess what? The show must go on. So I was sharing my painful austerity. No, not really. In a dialogue that I had with a millennial, and hopefully I was able to assist her future. I'm very committed to having these talks with millennials when it comes to planning for the future and what your financial status will look like and being a visionary and forward thinking about it. Because I don't know about you, but I know that when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I did think about what life would look like when I was 50 or I was 60. Or, work, I was just working for fun, right? For the money. in real time. But, our millennials really have to think about the future these days. And so many millennials are in business for themselves. Entrepreneurship is on the rise. And tonight I have one of those in the house. We are going to get to chat with a lovely young man. He is an entrepreneur. His name is Jonathan Tillman. And because he is in the industry of holistic helping folks relieve pain with CBD. So I have so many questions for this young man, but I would like to welcome to the show Mr. Jonathan Tillman. Jonathan, are you with us? Come on in. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Hey there. I know you like to be called JT.
Yes, true. Keep it simple for everybody. Keep it simple. Keep the communication simple. And plus,
Okay.
most people feel like JT is simple to say.
I like it. I like it. I can remember JT. So, JT, you are a handsome young man. How old are you?
Thank you. I'm 27. I'm 27 years old.
Okay, you are truly a millennial. Welcome to Mo Money Mondays.
Thank
Tell
you
me a
for
little bit about
inviting
yourself.
me. Okay,
Absolutely.
awesome. My name is Jonathan. You call me JT for short. I'm a graduate from Georgia State University, and my major was in sports coaching and wellness to be a strength conditioning coach for either for a major university or a professional team. Currently right now, I consider myself a doer because I also do corporate, and also I do have my own business. On the corporate side of things, I do work for Instacart, more customer care, customer representative, where I help people in the back end and stuff in Instacart on their credits, on their account, make sure they order is taken care of, make sure they pick up orders and taken care of. And also we call it Assist 12. I am a CBD entrepreneur. What I teach professionals and entrepreneurs how to manage their stress and pain with CBD. And a little about me, I'm a foodie. I love to eat. You see the gaming system in the back. I'm a gamer. And also I love watching anime. Those are a little fun facts and a little short story about me.
I love it. So you are healing the community with CBD. My
Yes.
goodness. How did you get into that industry? I mean, I know that, there are many areas of that, but what made you lean into the CBD industry?
What really lead me into the CBD industry, when I saw the opportunity, first of all, my background is in health. It's always dealing with health. When I want to strengthen the body, I always find ways to improve the body for recovery, for anything. I always want to find ways, how can I help my body even more? Like how can I get it stronger, fast, more explosive, even just recovery. And when I saw the CBD opportunity, I'm like, wait, where was this when I least ball before I went to Georgia State? I said I needed this. This would be a great opportunity, just to help out people and to serve the community, so have a more bigger impact. I said this is the area I really want to master, and I love to find out how different elements can help the body. And that's really how I really did the industry, and also not just for personal selfish use, but also too, I thought great opportunities not only for myself financially, but also for my family as well.
Beautiful. They say that when you work in an area of passion and you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. So I think that's great that you followed. I was wondering. Thank you. Yes, so you literally are healing the community. This is your passion. I didn't know that. I've done my homework. I've been following you for about a year now because we met a year ago, right? I'm
Yep.
sorry, I am a client. My mother, who is 84, and that's great. I love that. I do have Okay, can you help us out just a little bit? CBD, we heard so much about it. How is it different from other cannabis plants? Like what
I
part
love
of the
that.
cannabis?
I love that question. I love to explain to people. I'm gonna explain it in like in different characters. So we all know cannabis family. It's no doubt it's all in the cannabis family. But what make it different? Do you know in the cannabis family have two different species? So you got marijuana, what I call Mary Jane, and you got hemp, what I call Miss Natural. Now, THC come from Mary Jane, which from marijuana, which get that high of fat. And some people may be paranoid, some people more, anxious than normal, and also get the munch in some states, whoop, whoop, in trouble. But also now in the other side of the
Yes.
family, hemp, CBD derived from a hemp plant. So they have all the great benefits for the body to heal without the high. And that's the distinction between CBD and THC.
A fun fact, I understand that George Washington used to have acres of hemp plants and used as a natural medicine. Isn't that
Yep.
amazing?
George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. Matter of fact, they used to make all our clothes in hemp clothes. And also Henry Ford, the early cars of Henry Ford pretty much making his vehicles off of hemp because it would last longer and more sturdier. So yes, those are little fun facts in history.
Well, it was banned from the nation. How about
Yeah.
that? Right, Um, well, we would have had so many other industries suffer financially if I guess if hemp had been around all of that time because we'd probably be a lot healthier. I love the idea that clothes were made out of hemp because now you see where we've gone with that. We now have plastic chemical. So
Hmm.
you just helped me connect some dots. I get it now. I could never figure out why would they ban hemp, but I understand. At the end of the day, we are in a capitalistic nation, but that's for another show. That's for another show.
And they got some more
So I
reasons too, but that's another topic at another time.
yes, that's another topic, right? Um, well, I love it. I love it. So you seem so motivated. So you are in CBDs. I mean, you actually teach people how to. What are the things that you can manage with CBD, though? I mean, I've heard about ointments and I'm not really sure what kind of pain are people using CBD for. And wait, this is a twofold question. And
Hmm.
have you I want you to speak to the expansion of the industry over the years because I know that this is new. This is all very, very new. CBD banned, maybe in products or in usage. Do tell.
Right. So let's start with the use of different ointments. You right about the different ointment and everything. Number one reason, number one is pain. Remember, CBD is a mother of all anti-inflammatory, so there's always going to be pain, whether it's just a little pain, normal pain, medium, or chronic. That's number one reason why people use CBD. Number two reason, people have anxiety, a lot of anxiety and stress on their mind. That's number two. That's another reason why people use CBD. Number three, people can't sleep, especially during the pandemic and all everything that's going on. They cannot sleep. That's another reason why people use CBD. And other uses you can use CBD for. You can use it for your skin because CBD does help with the skin to get softer, clearer, more refreshing. People have ADHD, people who ADD, now that lupus, and also people who suffering from depression. Help also aids with depression and also help with focus. CBD also help with people to focus and be more productive. I can go on and on and on, but those are the
Oh,
not reasons that people use CBD.
focus. Okay, I love focus. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Focus. Wait, I might need some for focus. So, are there different ways to, this is a huge commodity. This is
Right.
a huge commodity in our industry. This is a new commodity. And, and you've gotten in on the ground floor. Are you on the ground
Yes.
floor? I mean, tell me about your
Yes.
business. Like, we didn't have CBD products 10 years ago. So you
Right.
literally are in on the ground floor. What does that feel like? How has that been for you?
It feels phenomenal because now I'm able to see the shift. Because when it started, I started in early 2018 when the bill first passed, and I see the shift. Because if back then when I mentioned CBD, everybody thought about marijuana. No, no, and that's really I had to go towards education. Wait, it's not the other one. It's not marijuana. It's CBD. It's something where without the high. So now you start seeing CBD everywhere. It gets to the point now, like, okay, I see it everywhere. I just need to know what is it? How can it help me and my family and my health? How can it help me? So it's refreshing, it's great. I definitely want to take massive action and take advantage of it while it's still early right now. Because a lot of people just need education. Main thing education. And that's why I always go the education route before I sell any products or anything. Because once you have a clear understanding of something, um you able to like all right, you able to make a wide decision like okay, I know what it is, I know how it can help me and my family health. So that's why I would go the education route, and it feels great to be in the forefront of things.
Yeah, you're in on the ground floor. This is dynamite. This is really dynamite. And I would imagine, I mean, I have seen the shift financially in the industry in our
Hmm.
country. So you must be so excited about what's to come and what will carry into the future. You committed? What do you see the
Yeah,
long term? Do you see the vision?
yeah, I see the vision long term because I know it's gonna stick and say this is not something like a trend and all of a sudden fall away. No,
Yeah.
once it still keep going, this is something gonna be there forever because it proven it when the pandemic first hit. It already proven itself. In 2020, the spring in 2020, CBD in sales and e-commerce increased up to 40+%. It's increasing while the pandemic is going on. So it tell you one thing like, wait, there's something going on here because people now looking for elements. How can I manage stress? How can I manage my anxiety? How can I manage my pain? So people are looking for ways. And matter of fact, in a recent study for 2020, over 9 million people for the first time had tried CBD, and it continue and now it's continuing to grow. And plus
Yeah.
now Ford magazine and many resources by year 2024 they do see the CBD industry coming at $20+ billion industry. So it's here to stick and stay.
Wow. Wow. The right industry to be in. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we are going to go to commercial break again. JT, don't go anywhere. Sit tight. We will be right back. I have more questions. I've got more. I've got more. We'll
You're listening to All About Us Radio. We're live streaming 24/7, playing old school versus new school. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at AAU Media, and visit our website www.aaumedia.com. Call us at 1-833-369-1444 extension 1 and leave us an inspirational message or request. You're listening to All About Us Radio.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, everyone. I'm Vonda, your host of Mo Money Mondays. And tonight we have been speaking with entrepreneur Jonathan Tillman, aka JT, who is healing the community with CBD. Just amazing. One of our soaring grow your business. What are some of the things that you've learned just being, a budding entrepreneur? Uh, can you share some of your tools, or what do you suggest for the folks out there? How can they grow their business? What has worked for you, and what maybe has not worked for you?
Number one, network, and network. Always networking.
Yeah.
Always communicating with people. Communication is key. So always network. That's how you find your market. Who's in your marketplace? Who's your ideal client? So that's number one. Always networking. And number two, what I found over years, always find ways within it for them. Not only just for yourself, but also within it for the other
Hmm.
person, and just have a servant mindset of all all you want to do is best serve them. What can you do to best serve them? Have that A1 service. So that's what I believe in business and overall. Having a servant mindset, make sure the people are come first, but make sure also it's a win-win situation, not only for yourself but also for the other person.
Are your parents proud of you? Are your parents proud of you? You sound
Yeah, like
like I don't know. I'm just
yeah, they're proud of me. They say it all the time. So yes, ma'am.
yes, and you sound like you have really been doing your homework, and you have really been studying your craft, which is so important in business. I just heard it in your answer that you have really been studying what you're doing, paying close attention along the way. So do you have a business plan? Did you ever write down like how you want your business to flow? Have you done that?
I mean, I won't call it a business, more of a goal. I made like a target of like how I vision, how do I really want my business to go. So it's more of a target, more a goal for me, more of a business plan. I mean, of course you have a business plan of how I want to execute it, but more towards more of a goal setting, a target. Once I have a target, I can find my way to that target and make sure my business run smoothly as well. If something not working, make sure you scratch it, like hold up, stop, rethink it, and find another way to win in the industry.
And find another way to win. I love that. Um, Also, you belong to a larger company. And I am a fan of this, especially, for those of you that are interested in business and it may be daunting to start your own, or perhaps you don't have the funds. There are so many looking for people that have vision, that are sharp. And I am absolutely a fan of network marketing and, team building and really working with others, for the same goal. Do you have a team?
Yes, I do have a team, and network marketing is great. If people are skeptical, I also want to say this: if people are skeptical about network marketing, please stop listening to people who tried it and quit it. Stop listening to them because they didn't put full forth. Either they didn't work it or they didn't find another way to win. And number two,
I agree.
network marketing is great, and also network marketing is a great way to self development. They have teach you how to self develop,
Oh,
how to
yes.
not only use your gift, not only use your strength, but also where you weaken. Now you get to self develop, work on that skill. It also teaches you skills that your school or your parents didn't even teach you before.
Yeah.
So it's all about self development, self development. And of course, some people grow out in network marketing. Some people network marketing is the stepping stone on what they're going to do next. So network marketing is a great way. Also, it's
Absolutely.
affordable, low cost, and millionaires, multi-millionaires, and billionaires are literally promoting network marketing. Warren Buffett own a couple of network marketing companies.
Yeah.
Grant Cardone, he promote network marketing companies. Robert Kiyosaki promote network marketing companies.
You're
There's a lot of
absolutely right.
multi-millionaires and billionaires are promoting network marketing companies. If I had to start all over again, start with network marketing. Eric Thomas, he network marketing. A lot of Ed Milet, of course, he was in network marketing, but there's a lot of success in network marketing. In network marketing, you got to find the right company, the right service, and right product that you believe they can promote and help you take to the next level, not only for yourself and also for your family. So that's why I got to say with network marketing.
You are brilliant. He's got that gift, y'all. Do you see that gift that he's got? You're great with people. You're great with people. I see that. I totally agree with your perspective of network learn about business, especially for young folks that may not have access to other areas. It is definitely one of the leading ways. Number one, when you join a network marketing company, they have a plan. They already have a system in place. So you will learn so much training in that system. Training, the field training is like none other. And you have so many different people who share their expect that in a corporation. So I'm just saying with the
Right.
same speed. Okay, same speed, because you have access to so many people from so many walks of life who are doing what, and some are slipping and sliding and failing and succeeding, and you get to learn all of the different avenues and roads and really carve out the road that will work best for you until you can make it your own and put your own little snap on
Right. Exactly.
it, right?
Right.
I believe so. Okay, I think I lost you for a moment there, but I'm back.
Right.
I'm
Right.
back. Network marketing, you spoke to, yeah, it does get a bad rep, but you guys, folks out there, everything is network marketing. When you walk into a
Yeah.
mall, you're network marketing. When you say to someone, let's go over here and have dinner, you're network marketing for somebody, but they're not funding you or paying you for the business, right? You're just giving them business. So think about, joining forces to do business where you can actually establish an income and that there is a reward for your efforts. Not to mention, as he said, the business training. And there is nothing like personal development. Okay. Personal development, there's great strength in hearing good and bad to prepare you and help you with the journey that you will undertake. Because without personal development, it is really challenging to be successful in a business. So
Right.
I agree with you there.
And also with the personal development, not only learning, but they also doing. Because if you do all the learning, but you're not doing it, it's no good. You don't have that power. So learn and do. That's the main thing about self development. Learn and do. Take massive action and everything. So yes.
You have a bright future. So where do you see yourself in relation to business? Let's say 5 years, 10 years. What do those goals look like for you?
No, 5 years, start 5 years from now, I definitely see myself doing full time what I'm doing, like as every word say marketing professional. But also I do see myself even speaking in more bigger events and also just tapping in real estate investing, especially in multifamily, being an investor in the industry. And probably from 10 years from now. In 10 years, I'm a gamer, like I mentioned earlier. I definitely want to invest in the video game industry. Because cash flow, and I see that industry not going nowhere either. So I also go industry I'd love to see and also make money from. But definitely also now another and also the dream of between 5 10 years start speaking not only nationwide but also worldwide, become a world renowned speaker. Not only that's to motivate but inspire and help people to take action, to improve on themselves mentally, physically, spiritually, and even more. So yes, that's why I see myself between 5 to 10 years.
I see that. I see that in you. I see that in you. It completely comes across. And that's probably that little sparkle. You have a little twinkle at the top of your head. I see your little sparkle at the top of your head. I love that you are motivated to speak to larger groups of people. Public speaking is definitely a gift. To really love that. Now, let's get to a question that I started with earlier in my show. Do you think
Mhm.
about retirement, your future income? Well, wait. Don't answer that. Don't answer that yet.
Mhm.
Hang on. I'll close with that question and that thought. But think about it. I
Mhm.
want to share, if you don't mind, because you tapped on something I think is very, very important. You talked about your corporate job and how it relates to your entrepreneur having a corporate job and how they connect. Will you connect the dots for folks?
Yes. I'm not the person that's gonna promote forget your corporate job, screw that, go all entrepreneurship. Sometimes like, wait, hold up. Thank God for that corporate job, because that corporate job is actually financing your business. Sometimes we just need that extra cushion for ourselves just to finance our business. And also look what you can learn from the corporate world. Learn the different skill scenario you can use in your business as well. Don't be ungrateful for it. So I use it as a tool where your corporate can also finance your business as well. That's how I look at it. And also learn the skills, learn
Yes.
all much as you can from the corporate job. You be in customer service, learn the best way how to serve people much quicker and faster. Work on your listening skills. You also still can develop them skills in the corporate world and bring it on to the entrepreneurship world. It's transferable. A lot of things are transferable. So, but nothing wrong with the corporate world. Just know you still like Robert kids got to say you got to mind your own business as well. So learn from it, let it finance your business as a cushion to your entrepreneurship, your business venture goes above your corporate. Then you can start doing your business full time and do all the other ventures you want to do. So that's how I look
Yes.
at the corporate world.
Yes. Listen to this young businessman, y'all. He's got it. He understands the game. He knows what he's doing. JT, don't go away. We're going to do one more commercial. And then I have one last question I'd like to pick your brain with
Okay.
when we come back.
Hello, this is Najesti from Butter Me Essentials Natural Hair and Body Company. We are located in Brooklyn, New York. We are a family-owned company, which is run by my husband Vaden and I. Do you have hair that is hard to manage? Having trouble with hair growth? Is your skin always dry? No problem. Butter Me Essentials is here with the solution. We specialize in hair butters, pomades, hair elixirs, shampoos, conditioners, luxury soaps, body butters, lotion bars, perfumes, scrubs, and so much more. All of our products is made with natural and organic ingredients such as shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, Jamaican black castor oil, avocado oil, Oregon oil, and essential oils. There is no sulfates, petroleum, mineral oils, or parabens, just all natural goodness. If you would like to order our products, check out our website at buttermeessentials.com, buttermeessentials.com, or call 646 524 3351, 646 524 3351. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, like our motto says, you deserve to be buttered.
Awesome. Miss Vonda, can you hear me?
To There we go. There we go. We're back. So, Jonathan, before we wrap,
Mhm.
I was about to ask about, with this booming industry that you have uh, landed on the bottom floor with, this growing industry, how do you see this sustaining yourself financially? Do you think about
Um,
retirement and your future income? I'm really interested to know whether, folks your age, are you thinking about that? How do you feel about that? Where's the money coming from in 30 years, 40 years?
right. You're a young person, you don't really think about retirement as much. I mean, number one, we think we can live forever, but at the same time, we gotta be realistic. We're not gonna live forever. Um, time to time, you may think about it, retirement, like what else is possible you can do. But that's why we do what we do now. Work hard now, pay the price now, so you can pay any price later on, as Grant Cardone says. So, what I see financially, yes, this industry can go on good financially, but also have different retirement accounts or just have different passive investments, have that passive income flowing. So if in God's will, I'll continue to have different passive investments I did as now. As I continue to grow later on in the years, I keep having passive investments, keep flowing, cash flowing. So I can enjoy my life on the beach and everything. Yes.
Life on the beach. Do you ever think that you will retire technically, or is retirement going to be different in your years to come? What do you
I
think that's
believe
going to look like?
I believe retirement gonna be different in years to come. I already told my parents like, yo, that pension is not gonna be there when I get off. I already have in my mind, be prepared. So it's gonna be different in times come. When you say retirement, I don't mean for you to sit down, laying there old, drinking some water or something, tea, nothing, just on the couch, just chilling. Nah, retirement for me, it just continue to enjoy your life, continue to enjoy all the fruits that you have done over the years, to work hard, and also your generational wealth that you build, not for yourself, but also for the family and generations to come. So that's what I mean by retirement. Enjoy the fruits that you did early on in your life. You took advantage of it, took massive action.
Yeah, I agree. Smart young man. You are sharp. I see your future. I'm excited for your future. That's why I asked about your
Thank
parents.
you.
As a millennial, your head is on straight. I find that you speak for the masses. I've heard this perspective from many millennials, and it just warms my heart that the younger generation is beginning to really understand. When I was a younger person, I didn't even explain that to you. We didn't have that concept. It wasn't being taught. It wasn't part of our dialogue. So it's really fascinating that you guys are changing. You guys are changing history. You're really changing history. It's in the past, I remember the idea when future, and you were like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, young people are a future. But your generation is so dynamic. We are really you guys are really carving out the picture, vision for us. And I see it. I really see it. I see it in a young man like you. You are sharp, you are intelligent, you are educated, you are passionate. I'm so proud of you. Please keep
Thank you.
doing what you're doing. Learn as much as you along the way and keep your passion. It looks really good on you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you share before we wrap? We have 1 minute. Tell us a little bit about your company and where we can get your products. And I understand sometimes you have perks, so do share.
So yes, my name of company is Oxygen, powered by Five Links. All e-commerce company, and all that where you can buy my products is literally simple. Literally JT with the CBD.com. Simple website, or this text we see on the screen. Text lifestyle to 55469. You will personally get a text from me, and also able to set up an appointment with me one on one where we can connect with each other.
I love that. I wish you phenomenal, phenomenal success in your journey. Thank you, JT, for joining us. I hope you come back and let us know how the CB.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Okay, JT. Well, folks, we did it. We got through Mo Money Mondays live from my car. Thank you so much for joining. You have been tuned in to All About Us Radio. I am Vonda, your host. Mondays, also CEO of the Jameson Legacy Group. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Jameson Legacy Group. Of all the places you could. So stay safe, stay woke, and live each day with intention.
You're listening to All About Us Radio. We're live streaming 24/7, playing old school versus new school. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at AAU Media, and visit our website www.aaumedia.com. Call us at 1-833-369-1444, extension 1, and leave us an inspirational message or request. You're listening to All About Us Radio. You're listening to All About Us